APEC represents a $1.5 trillion market for the United States. We exported over $1 trillion in goods to APEC economies last year alone, and nearly $500 billion in services. It's an enormous market. A lot of the economies are growing. The digital opportunities in the digital and AI space are enormous for the United States. So we need to stay at the forefront of the conversation and of the agenda to make sure that the region sees the United States as not just the leader, but the solutions they need to power their economic growth.
What's the opportunity that is really there at hand between the U.S. and China when you have China hosting APEC, you have the U.S. hosting G20, you have another summit coming up in September 24th, you have the APEC Leaders Summit perhaps in November. A lot of pressure to get some significant deliverables on resetting this relationship on a more stable footing. Do you think the U.S. already has sort of extended that fragile truce?
I think last week's meeting and outcomes were very positive, and we are excited to build off of those outcomes and to build off of that momentum going into APEC and G20. Of course, President Xi has agreed to visit the United States in September, another opportunity to continue to work on issues both in the bilateral relationship, but for us to continue to promote American business solutions and business exports to China and the broader region.
What do you say when inevitably your trading partners in the Asia Pacific do come to you and say, we are having trouble with oil price shock and inflation, supply chain disruptions, no doubt, obviously exacerbated by the issues in the Middle East. I mean, this is not going to necessarily go away overnight. So what is your response to them?
Well,
as they look to other countries like China as on their own bilateral relations.
Yeah, well, first of all, another big outcome from last week was the fact that President Xi and President Trump agreed that Iran shouldn't have a nuclear weapon, that the Strait of Hormuz should be reopened, and that Iran shouldn't toll traffic through the Strait of Hormuz. All of those are critically important to restoring the energy supply chain fluidity that this region needs. But energy security has long been a topic of conversation at APEC. It's certainly promoting energy security, promoting American energy exports is a priority for the administration. It's been a priority for us at APEC last year. Now it is again this year. What's critically important for this region is to continue to look to diversify their energy supplies so that they're more resilient. And America has a lot of great energy exports to offer. And so
that sort of dried up. I mean, the United States is the largest LNG exporter.
That's right.
But again, China's looking at alternatives. Obviously, you know about the Power of Siberia 2 with Russia. That's being continually discussed. And I think the LNG imports from America pretty much dwindled after the tariff barrage, if you will. You're hopeful, though? Do you think LNG exports to China can resume?
Well, to China, but also to the broader region. Our partners in the region are making more and more commitments to buy American LNG, to buy more American crude oil, because they see us as a reliable and affordable supplier of energy exports, the energy that this region demands.